Have you ever sat in a classroom and just kind of checked out, where your mind just goes somewhere else? That's essentially what was happening as we were driving across the United States. The reward at the end of this massive cross-country trek is the Audrain Concours d'Elegance. Call me crazy, but I love a tire shop. There's something about the smell of rubber and the sounds of impact hammers and this idea of getting your car prepped up for the next road trip. And Sullivan Tires, we kind of had this planned because I knew I was gonna really tear up my rear tires before I got all the way out to Newport, Rhode Island. And I called Mark at Sullivan here in Newport and I said, can you guys do me a favor, throw the car up on the lift, let me do a little bit of a walk around on it, and then you guys can tell me all the things that I've destroyed in this cross-country road trip. Some people don't understand what goes on in the tire shop while you're sitting in the lobby waiting for things to get done. And it's a pretty, I would say almost a ballet of things happening, because you have car going up in the air, wheels coming off the car, wheels getting rolled to, tire machines, tires coming off of wheels, tires being put onto wheels, tires being balanced on the wheels, tires going back on the car, tires, the car coming back down. There's some crazy stuff that happens in a tire shop, and I don't think these guys get credit for what they do.
Well, tell me about Sullivan. So I know you've been here for a minute.
Yep.
How many years?
42.
Okay.
Yeah, started out in the shops and managed a couple stores for a few years and ended up in the marketing department about 25 years ago.
Yeah, I don't feel like people do that as much anymore.
No. There's a lot of us in the company that, around my age that have come up through good family-owned business. Used to be family-owned, now we're employee-owned. All these guys are owners.
So how long has Sullivan Tire been around?
It's 1955.
Okay.
So this is our 70th anniversary, actually.
Proven success.
Yes, 70 years, about 110 locations overall, 83 retail locations, commercial truck centers. We have a big wholesale division.
Okay.
Yeah, all
Very
throughout
cool.
New England.
Awesome. I have a partnership with Nokian Tyres, and I think the tires are incredible. I've been running their winter tires for 20 plus years. What do you guys sell the most of when it comes to Nokian?
Probably the winter products.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's 80 degrees out right now, but in a couple of weeks,
it's all going to change.
Yeah. So we have stores up in Maine, New Hampshire, up north. We sell a ton of Nokian snow. That's just a great product.
Awesome. I appreciate it a lot. You guys have been very accommodating.
Oh.
Okay. Get it.
The best part about a tire shop is usually you're getting the salt of the earth, the best people in the communities. They're hardworking, they show up early, they hustle, and I don't think these guys get enough credit for what they do. But I will tell you this, Nick down there at Sullivan was dialed in, probably the most dialed in I've ever seen somebody at a tire shop. Super efficient, made sure things were done, and the guy's got zip ties out and he's zip tying my car back together in all the places that were falling apart after this massive trip. So shout out to Nick, thank you so much for making sure that the car was ready for the next 1,000+ miles that we were gonna put it through. All right, so tires are on the car. We're ready to go. It is time to start our trek down to see where this all happens. We get to see actually how the tires are made, and we're doing that in Dayton, Tennessee at the Nokian Tire Factory. All right, so I've arrived at the Nokian Tire factory here in Dayton, Tennessee, and this factory's only been here for a couple years, but I can tell you right now, it looks dialed in. I get to meet with Wes Bowling. He is the head of communications or marketing for Nokian Tires, and he's gonna give us a little bit of a tour through the factory to show us how it goes from literally the rubber from the rubber trees all the way to the tread on the tires that you're gonna be driving tomorrow. Pretty cool process, something I've never experienced before, and I'm excited to show you guys what we saw. So when did this open up?
2019. We knew that North America was our biggest market where we wanted to expand.
Okay.
You know, huge volume here, opportunity for profitability, and drivers who knew our winter reputation and said, we need all season and all weather tires that are that same quality.
Right.
We were starting to make those, and so it was a natural opportunity to build this. We don't build a winter tire here, all season and all weather.
Okay.
So this is a huge opportunity for us.
Huge change.
Yeah, because we can not only then increase the volume of tires we're making,
Right.
but also tailor those tires to North American roads. So not a single tire made here goes anywhere else. It's the US and it's Canada.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
thought, so all North America is happening here?
Yep.
Okay, that's amazing. I love American made. I think it's amazing that you guys are doing this. So we're baking tires.
We're baking tires today. Let's cure them.
One of the things I really liked about this was actually like putting my hands on the raw rubber, knowing that they were gonna like essentially mix this all up in the bakery over on the other side of the factory. And then it was all getting put into these molds, and it was gonna be strung with the aramid sidewalls and the wire that goes into tires to make them strong, and all of this stuff that you don't really think about that goes into manufacturing these tires. And for me to be able to see that and experience it and quite literally smell it was a really, really cool experience.
So here's a good look right here of the raw rubber coming in. That batch bag over there we talked about earlier.
Yep.
Some synthetic rubber too going in there. So the raw rubber being the lighter. So it's all going in down that conveyor belt into the chute. It's gonna go into a furnace that's gonna mix all that together. So this is the part of tire making that I could just get a lawn chair, sit back.
Oh, for sure.
I don't think they'd allow a six pack and Coke Zero.
Yeah.
And I would just watch this all day. So you have two different dances going on at the same time, and then they're merged into the building of a tire, and this is called the tire building machine. So what you have here on the left side is the tread belts coming together. You'll notice the cord, the wire that we saw a minute ago, and that rubber that's been extruded around it. Then added onto that, it's gonna be another layer of rubber, again with that cord. You can see the thickness and the toughness that's gonna imbue. It's gonna go into here and roll another piece onto it, and that's gonna give you your tread belt. So on the left side, that's your tread, right? That's the tread of the tire. Meanwhile, on the right side, that's where we're putting together the sidewall and the inner liner. So this machine over here has put together the sidewall and the inner liner, and then we're gonna blow it up in a minute. The bead wire's been applied now.
Come on.
It gets blown up right there, so it's got its air in it. And it goes into the middle, and it's gonna meet the tread belt now, and the tread's gonna be stitched onto the tire. And it's got such a tacky consistency, almost like saltwater taffy, like you're gonna find up in the Smoky Mountains in Gatlinburg. That's gonna adhere it onto the tire, and that's gonna create what's called a green tire. Obviously it's not green, but basically an unbaked tire.
Okay.
So that's your raw tire. So a smaller passenger tire bakes for
Wow.
about 12, a bigger light truck tire, maybe a 15, but like a heavy tire, like a bulldozer tire or something like that, we don't make those here. It can take a half a day.
Wow, okay.
So the green tire's lifted down by the Mario Kart Angel,
Yeah.
puts it right where it needs to be, and then from there, it waits. And then it goes in, and there are two processes happening here. So there's a huge mold inside that. So the mold is imprinting the tread pattern, the sidewall markings, the brand name, all that stuff. While on the inside, there's a huge bladder that's inflating to stretch the tire to be able to allow that to happen. And at the same time, it's cooking to go from that tacky consistency to a vulcanized rubber. So they sit and they have to cool because they've been cooked at 300 degrees. Once they're done cooling, they'll skip on down through here to the conveyor belt, and this is the passageway from the curing process to our inspection process. Here they come. They're all joining the party now. It's a
I feel like
tire
I'm in a
party.
Krispy Kreme right now.
Oh man, yes, hot and fresh. We have a hot
just-
light on right now.
Dumping those things through the,
Dig right in.
The best thing that I saw, I'm not gonna lie, are the saunas. This is a Finnish tire company, and they obviously care about their people because they put saunas in their factory so people can like go and relax and sweat out all of the stuff that they've been working on and all of this kind of stuff before they go home to their husbands and wives. It's just one of these things that I think makes Nokian so cool is they treat their people right. And it didn't matter if it was, you know, the employee on an assembly line or an executive that's hanging out in the boardroom. Everybody has like the best opportunity to make themselves the best that they could be. It's just a cool spot, and it always feels like family, and being here in the factory felt no different. So we've left the factory, and now we are on our way to Helen, Georgia, by way of Knoxville, Tennessee, and Chattanooga, Tennessee, and all these places that are just, you hear about, but you've probably never been to. I would highly recommend going to, because there's some really, really cool spots in this part of the country. But we are starting the next segment in Helen, Georgia, and that's the Overcrest Rally. We're gonna be driving some of the best mountain roads in the country. I say that now because I just did it, but I heard that they were gonna be good, and they were that good.